So guys, let's say I wanted a really beautiful silhouette of them. This is where I could easily shoot at with an aperture priority because the camera's going to see white and just make it dark, therefore give me a silhouette. So, can I get you, actually I see something else which I'll do in a second too. Can I get you guys facing each other perfectly? And try to get, that's perfect, just there. Beautiful. Chin down, gorgeous. Okay, don't move. So I'm not worried about the hands really, guys, because I'm just seeing what I'm seeing here. And now, yep, love the way you're looking at each other, is perfect. I am shooting at 800 ISO. Guys, if I wanted this a bit warmer, so if I shot this with daylight, it's just going to be pretty much white, isn't it? Let's say if I wanted that background warm, either I change the Kelvin degrees or I just change it to shade. If I change it to shade white balance, it's going to give me a touch of warmth to break up the monotony of that white. Make sense? Okay. There we go, much better. Isn't that beautiful? But the luxury, the reason why, as I'm saying, guys, be careful of the light coming through. The luxury of the skin looks amazing because they're not hitting each other. If they were kissing or noses touching, they would just be two blobs of nothing. And that's one example, of course. Watch what happens now if I flick my white balance to daylight. Okay, keep on looking at the screen, and I'll just do now a slightly different interpretation of what I just did. Love this one because you get a little hint of highlight on the eyelids. You see that? Little hint of detail on his bow tie. That was just normal daylight. See how it's just a clean light source? Are you still on aperture priority? I was aperture priority because I know that the camera's going to see the white go dark. I could have done it manually, but I just wanted to show you where sometimes you just know to rely on aperture priority because it's going to work to your favor. Guys, something else that I saw which is really freaking cool that I want to do right now, as I saw her, let's get her on her own. Gorgeous, face the other way. Let's say you're doing detail shots now, guys. You're doing detail. Now, most of us would do detail with the bride, fixing up the earring or whatever. How about a different perspective? All right, gorgeous, just over here. So keep your hands down, just face that way. There we go. Come closer. Stay. Yeah. Okay, don't move. Don't move. See, I want to go closer, but I need the macro. I could just shoot it and then crop it afterwards, but I'd like to get it in camera because I want the proofs to look good too. Yeah. And guys, you might ask, am I slow and deliberate like this on a day? Yes, I am. I take less shots. I probably go slower than you, but I probably get to the destination quicker. Isn't that pretty? Because they're on a different plane and stuff, I would probably increase the depth of field, or I quite like the play of softness and sharpness there. One of the only times and occasions that I might be happy to crop out an ear, I very rarely crop out an obvious facial feature. Here, it's nondescript, it's more of a shape. The problem is if I don't include the ear, then it's just a dangling doing nothing, it's nondescript, or I don't know what it is. If I go too far, then I'm not going to get the beauty of what I'm going for. So therefore, I've broken my own rule, but because it looks good. Make sense? I'm going to just turn it around over here, bring it like this, turn it on. Okay, so let me grab my little unit here. I think it's here. Did I bring it here or did I not? I did. I'm in love with this light, guys. It freaks me out. I just think it's really cool. The fact that you don't need a big ass battery pack and all that kind of stuff. Okay, guys, so if I was using this in conjunction with something else, I might be shooting for ambience, but because this is pretty much going to light my whole area, I can choose whatever I want. I can choose 100 ISO, 800 ISO, doesn't matter, because this is my main light source, and it's close enough to get the power that I basically need. For argument's sake, I'll go 800 ISO, I'll go daylight white balance, and I'll shoot at 125 at 3.5. Make sense? I can pretty much go for whatever I want here. So now, how about we very gently, darling, come on this side, and can I get you to kneel on the bed? So just very, very carefully. I'm waiting for this to puncture. We've actually got a backup bed in case this actually punctures the hole. So just sort of, so get to a point where you're kneeling.
It's not very firm.
That's all right, no problem. Come on, a bit more this way. All right, beautiful. Now, guys, the same way that, you know how I said point the toe and bend the knee, the one that's closest to the camera? When someone's kneeling, it's almost the same thing. Just bring the knee that's closest to the camera slightly forward. That's it, beautiful. Hands on the hips, they're gorgeous. And turn your face this way. Don't move. So what we'll do now, I'm sorry for you guys, just do a quick little shot here before we go. I might feather the light out. Feathering the light out basically means, guys, that I don't have it completely flat onto her. It's just going to hit her nicely. And I might turn this light off. I think it's somewhere up here. Yep, perfect. All right, guys. Come back over here. Hope I don't get any feedback. Now, hey, darling, do me a favor. Just with this hand, see with her right hand, guys, it'd be in shadow. Maybe not so much in shadow because it'll bounce off that area and come back. But if I want a little bit more of a highlight, I might just give her something to do. Grab a little earring and chin up, very regal, very soft, beautiful. Chin down a bit, darling. So look at my hand here and a touch more that way with your hand. That's gorgeous. Hold it there. So let's turn this on. Guys, the cool thing about this unit is I can quickly change groups, A, B, C, channels. It's fantastic. I can also change it to TTL, manual. I can even turn the modeling lamp on and off if I wish to. And it's all good. So now I am on, I wonder if is that a B or is it A? Which one is that one? That's B. Okay, so, all right. It'll still work. I just don't have any compensation. Let's see if the TTL works. Give me some soft little eyes there, gorgeous. There you go. Pretty cool, huh? I mean, it's given me a pretty good exposure. Now, the lighting is bouncing off left and right. It's not the best shot in the world, but you get the idea, right? The lighting it's giving us a good quality of light. Now, it's bouncing left, it's bouncing right. If I wanted to warm that up, either I change my Kelvin degrees, of course, or I just change it maybe to cloudy, add a bit of warmth to it, and so on and so forth. If I wanted to add some power, I simply come on my little unit here, and then I could just change the energy, add more power to it.
Would you add a little bit of nothing here?
Yeah, I could. I mean, you know, simply by even closing these curtains, I'm going to add a bit of a little gold reflector.
Yeah.
And let's have a look. Gorgeous, hold it. So now I've added a bit more power. It's a bit brighter, gone a bit closer there as well. Lots of fun. This is a great way. I mean, I'm going to use this on location when I want to overpower the sun, when I'm taking big group shots and things like that. When I'm indoors, I'm going to use window light. I'm going to use daylight, my ice light, on off-camera flash, things like that. Okay. Another thing that you can use, guys, really cool is this. In fact, let me bring this over here now. All right. Boom, okay. Guys, can we have our ambient light on the background? And what I might do as well, another cool little unit here that we can use, guys, is this. There's that and that. People ask us about those lights, guys. They're just Amazon Christmas lights, pretty boring, nothing fancy. But, you know, since actually showing this on tour, people actually, that'd be awesome on tour, like, you know, awesome in your studio or in a garage or anything like that. It's just a really cool quality of light. And you'll see the effect in a minute. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm actually going to come way away from this with my longest focal length and then expose to this first, then add some light in, then add some light in, okay? So let's see what that looks like. So I'm thinking it's going to be around about 2,500 ISO, 125 at 3.5. I'm going to focus on something close to me to emulate what it would be like focusing on someone close. And have a look at the bokeh effect. Watch that, darling. Okay, so let's say now, because if I focus on them, it looks pretty crappy. Watch this. It's nothing. You just have to know your lenses. You have to know what happens when you go out of focus and how far away you go. To remind you, because a few of you are looking all blank-faced, just letting you know, the longer your focal length, the further you are away from those little specular highlights, the more of that bokeh effect that we're basically going to get. Okay? Now that I have that look, now all I have to do is add some light in the foreground. Okay? So let's get the Rapid Box. Guys, this is a really cool little unit from Westcott they make. It's fantastic. And over here, baby. And Devon, just over here, darling. Perfect, just like that. Just bring that out of the way a bit more. And then turn your face back in this way. Over here, baby. Other way.
Yeah.
And bring it up, and then bring it up, down, point it down, and turn it towards a bit. Stop there, and tilt it down a little bit. And guys, I'm using my Photix, my triggers, which is really fun. All right, darling, turn your face that way. All right, beautiful. I'm going to go and eyes over here, darling. Turn them up for more. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Softer eyes, loving me eyes. Have a look. Isn't that nice? So very quickly, you've got a nice little solution that you can have. Guys, this is the kind of thing that I would bring with me, let's say in a church. If I've got to do family shots at the altar, I might bring 2 of these, 2 speed lights, triggers, bang. Nice and clean. I'm not there to be too creative and get all harsh dramatic shadows and all that kind of stuff. 1 light here, 1 light there. If I want a bit of direction, then what I might do is I might keep sort of 1 flash, TTL, and then I might go 1 or 2 stops under on my other one. So I just get a little bit of softness. If there's too many layers of people, again, don't be too creative. Just go friggin' F8, go bang. And just go with that, okay? Now, can I ask 2 strong dudes? I need that mirror over here. 2 strong dudes, if you're happy to hold it for a little while for me. And can one of you grab the ice light, which I think is somewhere handy? Would I do this on a wedding day? Yes, I would. Okay, keep coming. Keep coming, keep coming. Perfect, to a point where you can come in this little spot. Okay, perfect. Can you hold it in a way where you're behind it? All right, and hold it up a bit higher so I can actually see the reflection of her. And now, if you can do me a favor, mate, tilt the mirror more this way. So not so much tilt, just push it more forward. And it's on a bit of an angle. Perfect. Let's just take a shot here without the ice light to make sure that our little bokeh effect is still going to be there. Okay, which it is. So look at the background. So see it's there. I might want to go a bit brighter still with that. Okay. So now, guys, I need to, by eye, look at what the ice light is doing because my exposure is already set. I've got to be careful because at the moment, I've got 4,000 ISO, 125, 3.5. This is going to be way too bright. So I'm just going to put it up to a point by eye to have a look, and let's see how we go. I might start from the bottom first. All right, turn side, darling. That's good. Be careful. Okay, over here, mate. If you can hold it like that. I think it might be too bright, but let's see. Maybe not. What do you think, guys? Pretty nice? It just gives us a beautiful Hollywood light. We've got the reflection of her. We've got the bokeh effect in the background. I love the way her earrings are mirroring what's happening in the background, which I think is actually really cool. Yes. That was not on purpose. That was an absolute fluke. But let's just say it was on purpose. What I was doing, I was looking at the earrings, and I wanted to... yeah. All right, fantastic. The exposure was 4,000 ISO, 125, 3.5, daylight white balance, and that exposure was for my ambience because I wanted those lights for that exposure. And then by eye, I just sort of had a look at the light falling on her, that it wasn't probably too bright or too dark, that I get the result that I'm looking for. Guys, one of my favorite kind of quality of light with the ice light is this. And in fact, you'll see how bright these can get. I'm going to put these as bright as they possibly can go.
Hold it.
Yeah, so if you can hold it for me. Hold it right here, about here. Guys, this is called clamshell. Hold it with one hand, and then hold it with one hand here. So dim it up, dim it up, dim it up, dim it up. Sure, you can hold it for me. So guys, this is called clamshell. Over here, gorgeous. A bit more, and a bit more further back. Now guys, this bottom light cannot be brighter than the top one. Otherwise, it'll be ghoul lighting. We don't want that. So just hold it on the handle there. And just hold it over here, nice and easy, chin down. Guys, because I've used this before, I think I remember, the ISO is going to be around about 200, maybe 250 ISO, and about 200 at 3.5. I'm pretty sure this is what it was. Let's just see. Maybe a bit brighter, hold on. Let me go again. Have a look. That beautiful quality of light? Now, like I said, if you simply just want to bring that one off and just bring one on, no problem, you can do that. Turn, darling, face this way. And then I want to add a bit of a shadow. You can do that. One more. Gorgeous, hold it. There you go. All right, how about we have some fun over here? All right, gorgeous, come nice and close, come further back, and bring your hair off your shoulders if you can, and turn your body this way, and like this, that's it. And just lean forward, and I want this hand just holding your hair over here, beautiful. And now lean forward with your chest, open up the body here a little bit, gorgeous, and turn your face that way, beautiful, don't move. I'm gonna shoot with around about 640 ISO, whoa. So I quite like it that sort of basically it's on her face and it sort of dwindles down again. The nature of just the lighting here and everything like that, you can't see it perfectly, but you sort of get the idea. What I like to do too, guys, is play with the softness of her body and bring it maybe over. And then what we can do is we can actually just sort of focus through the material, which is quite fun there. So can I have one of the girls here, please? Thank you, darling. So hold it like that for me, and then stretch out your hand about here. Yep. And can I have another one of the girls over here, darling? And just hold that for me. All right. Lisa, do me a favor, come up more this way. A few steps, Beautiful, and tilt. Beautiful, and turn your face that way. Gorgeous, darling. What I want you to do is I just want you to just sort of hold your hands this way and do that for me again. Oh, can you see me? Sorry. Of course, I take it for granted that you can't see. All right, I'm sorry, darling. Actually, just do this for me. Just do that for me. Okay. Do it the other way. This way? Yeah. And then just bend the wrist. Beautiful. Good. Turn. That's it. Eyes down. And try to give me a sort of a clean sort of path. Turn your body a touch towards me, gorgeous. Stop. I'm going to flick onto the manual white balance, guys, because it's going to be harder for me to see. Manual white balance. Manual focus, pardon me. All right, gorgeous. Hold it there. Now, if you can, lean your body towards me. That's good. Oh, it's blank. Why is it? It's reflecting off. Hold on a second. What's going on there? I just caught a reflection there. Hold on. All right. Darling, do me a favor. Turn more towards me. Come back a little bit. That's better. Good, good, good. There we go. There we go. It's a little bit softer. Isn't that nice? It's just sort of fun to play around a little bit there with that. All right, darling, do me a favor. Take a seat here with the legs that way and just cross your legs too. Okay, so can we grab the Westcott, the spider bank there? And I need basically, hey baby, can you probably come on this side because you're a bit taller? And Liz, over here, darling. I just need you to hold it. Be really careful. We don't want to drop it on her, right? So I just want to bring the light completely on her, okay? You okay with that? Yeah. Bring it more this way, more this way. Beautiful. Okay, now bring it more this way so it hits more of her face. Beautiful. All right, gorgeous. bring your hands right just over here. That's it. So guys, really cool way, if you want to minimize someone who, let's say, is a little bit heavier in this area, this is where you just pose the hands in a way where it softens that little corner. Okay, so maybe just up a bit here. Gorgeous. And that hand the same way, darling. And turn your face this way. And now, turn your face now that way and chin up. Right, that's it, beautiful. We're sort of overpowering this as well because we're getting a bit of ambience. All right, close your eyes, gorgeous. I'm going to shoot at around about 1250 ISO, at about 3.2. Now I'll just have a look. Change my focus back on auto. Now you see how that right knee is actually bent up? If we wanted to, if I was actually featuring her entire legs, I would unravel this, and then this one's going to be bent up a little bit more. If the other one just wouldn't look as good. But for now, I'm going to crop up closer just for the sake of not getting too much of my, my background in the shot. Okay. All right, let me just change my orientation. Now guys, if I wanted to, you see how her left hand's poking out of nowhere? This is where I would just get rid of it totally. And if I wanted more shadow on her cleavage, then I would just bring the light a bit further that way. Let's do that. And then tilt it more towards her. And bring your side down, darling. Now, turn your face left, gorgeous. That's it, chin up, close your eyes. And then I would just keep on moving it backwards. Now, also, watch what happens. And the count of 3, I'll get her to breathe in. All right, darling, give me a second. The count of 3, I want you to breathe in. Okay, breathe in and tighten the stomach as well. Ready, 1, 2, 3. I mean, obviously we could be here all day, guys, with just every little scenario that we're sort of dealing with. I'm just sort of showing you quick ways that you can use the lighting that's around you. It could be a skylight that's used like this, whatever the case. All right, let's turn that off. Let's get the robe on, darling. I've got one more shot here before we take one more final shot on this side. All right, guys, just want to play with something. I see a little bevel here, which I think might be really fun to actually use in a photograph. So what I'll do now, Lisa, can you take a seat for me again? Can I have, hey, baby, can you help me out, honey? Sure. Just over there so you can see. Get you to lie down with your face just here and your legs that way. Yep, you're hidden, you're cool, all right. Now, yeah, tilt this up for me, baby. Keep going, keep going.
My stuff inside.
That's okay. You're right. Can I have the ice light now? Over here, mate. We'll get Liz, you can help out. Thanks, man. All right. About there. I'm going to get my macro lens now, guys. Now, I see that bevel, and because I've shot with bevels before, I know if I go close to it, I'll probably get 3 reflections of her if I shoot in the right way. Okay, let's have a look. I know. Okay. All right, darling, eyes here. Perfect, chin up a bit more. Just there, perfect, don't move. Guys, there's no right or wrong here. It's just you've got to find what you believe to be the sexy bit and then multiply it in the bevel of the reflection. It's probably too much of an angle, guys. Let me see what I'm finding now. Okay, that's better. All right, now we're cooking. Okay, there we go. Isn't that fun? So Yeah, what's better than one, Lisa? Like 3. I want to just show you a brand new thing that you've probably never seen before. As you know, I invented the ice light, and it's got the wheels turning of problem solving for photographers. As you know, guys, any good teacher like myself will always help solving problems for the industry, whether it's teaching, being more creative, using your environment a certain way, and all those different things. And it's only recently, in the last sort of 6 months, I've developed this product, and I'm really excited about it. Now, it's a reflector. You might think, well, how many different ways can you create a reflector? For one thing, I think we're the very first reflector ever to have a strap. Is that just stupid? I mean, I don't know about you, but I hold this, and I'm like this, I'm like between my legs, I'm like, how hard is it? So, I don't know about you two, but I want to be Captain America, so I can bring it around the back, and I can show the shield, so to speak. That's one point of difference. The next point of difference is it's a normal reflector. It's a 5-in-1. You know what a 5-in-1 is, right? Okay. The difference between this and anything else you've seen, it's a shoot-through reflector as well as a normal reflector. So basically what you've got black on one side, white on the other. If you inverse it, it would be sunlight and it would be silver. You might say, why not gold? Why sunlight? Because I think the gold, it doesn't make people look good. It makes people look like Oompa Loompas, don't you think? Maybe on African American skin looks pretty good. The sunlight emulates that golden hour, that beautiful, beautiful warm glow without being too much. So that's another point of difference. Another one, guys, so like the shoot through, like I said, you simply grab the Velcro panels and you take them off. Now you might think, well, why on earth would I want to shoot through it? How many people have ever actually tried to shoot something and the reflector's in the way? You can't get it out of the way. Well, let me show you, apart from the fact of just getting it out of the way, what I'm about to show you will freak you out, okay? So let's do it. Can I get Lisa over here, darling? So maybe just over here, darling, just over there. And can I grab you, darling? Jim, can you help us out? So guys, what I'm doing is, the theory behind this reflector, among many things, is that you need one source of light to give you 2 qualities of light. So one speed light will give her a hair light and a front light. And you'll see the result and it'll freak you out. And Lisa, darling, do me a favor, come over here, sweetie. Stop there, perfect. And try to just pat down the hair a little bit, nice and close, nice and cool. And what we'll do, just come a little bit closer to me, just so we can eliminate that little, that's it, good. And I want you to hide that there for me. So guys, here's the thing. I'm using it as a traditional reflector with a luxury of a beauty dish and a ring flash. Okay, so watch what happens. I'm going to bring it about here. And the cool thing is that I'm not going to get a flare in my camera because the flash will actually be, this particular part of the reflector is going to mask the flash. So, baby, can you bring it down a bit? Bring it down so you can tilt the whole flash head up again. So just tilt it up. Stop. And then turn it, that's it. Now bring it closer to Lisa. Closer, stop, this way. The whole thing this way. Bit more, stop. And now bring it up a bit. Big up, twist to the left a bit. Stop, perfect. All right, guys, so I am going to get my exposure right for the background first. We said that was going to be around about 3200 ISO, 125 at 3.5. So let me focus on something close to me to emulate what it's like to focus on her. Okay, so I get that as my background. Now I'm going to put my flash on TTL. Okay, you ready? Can I just have someone with their iPhone to just shine a light on Lisa so I can focus on her? I'm pretty sure I've got it, but I want to make sure I'm perfect. So put on your iPhone, just shine it on her face. Okay, off. Ready?
Oh my God.
Where's my microphone? Let me drop it and walk out. So guys, there it is. There is the Omega reflector. That's what it's called, the Omega reflector.
I wasn't sure at first, man. I was like, okay.
So guys, let me explain it. Let me explain the theory behind it again. The fact is that I've been shooting with reflectors for years. I've been often bouncing off buildings, bouncing the light off so I can get hair lights and front light and all those kinds of things. I normally get a direction, but I don't know about you guys, but I hear the buzzword of today is beauty lighting, beauty lighting, beauty portraits. So how can I get nondescript lighting that basically hits someone's face, hits the subject, clean, beautiful light, gorgeous catch lights that make the eyes absolutely pop, that mirror the pupil of the eye, and then giving me a beautiful hair light with one light source? I thought, you know what? I can't believe no one's thought of it. Let me just friggin' cut a hole in my reflector. And then I started experimenting with different sizes and different shapes and things like that, and I finally got the combination right because, now guys, look, don't think this is a glorified pimp for the product. I don't give a shit. Like, you guys can friggin' rip a hole into your own reflector and you've got the quality of light. You probably won't get the right ratio of size and hole and combination of depth. Also, here's the other thing. You'll find that the cutout frays very quickly. So when you cut the material, it'll fray. What we've got here is every piece is all Velcroed on both sides, so you can quickly Velcro on and off. Also, we're the very first reflector ever also to include a suction cup. Here's why. You're shooting in the house and it's sunlight coming through the window. Put your suction cup on the glass, hang your reflector or diffuser on there, and you've got perfect diffuse lighting. 3 or 4 points of difference. We've got a strap, we have a suction cup, and it's basically shoot through. It's the world's first 10-in-1 shoot through reflector. So now let me show you now a couple of shots that I've taken in different ways and different capacities that actually just show you the quality of what we're doing. Because if I showed you that shot and you didn't see it with your own 2 eyes, you would think that I was lying and I photoshopped it. True? So now let me show you the quality of what we've got here. Okay, so it's called the Mega Reflector. Now here is this is basically using sunlight behind her and then reflecting on the right-hand side. This is how we did it. Sunlight was behind, it hits the reflector back on her, quality of light, and that's what she's doing. We're bouncing off the white side. If you wanted it more contrasty, you would actually shoot it on the silver side or the sunlight side, right? This is actually using through a window. So without the Omega Reflector, that's with the Omega Reflector. That's without, that's with. Now this is a cool one, I love this. I just put it on a tabletop, speed light hitting the actual reflector back on her, and all of a sudden we got this beautiful, perfect beauty dish. And that's the shot, practically out of camera. This is outdoors, so I underexpose the background. One speed light behind her, pretty much what I did today. Bang, bang, that's the shot we got. There it is. Here, what you can do is you can use an ordinary diffuser without ripping up the Velcro panels like this, for example, and you get this kind of quality, like a softbox. If you wanted a tighter softbox, put the black side, put the diffuser in the middle, and all of a sudden you've got a different combination. This is almost exactly what I did today. I exposed for the Christmas lights in the background, one speed light, bounce, bounce. We get the perfect beauty lighting. Suction cup. Yes, suction cup to the glass, hang it on, and all of a sudden you've got this soft diffused lighting rather than a sunlight. Now guys, you know what? Put it on the black side, put a hole in it, and create shafts of light. There it is. You know, I've actually put the shaft of light, you know, hidden her face with a shadow. And there's just millions of combinations. Like, the more I'm using it and the more I'm playing with it with every seminar that I'm doing, I'm like, wow, there's so many ways we can play with this. So I actually play with the girls here with the sunlight coming through a hallway of the hotel, one of our first hotels that we're here on tour with. Then I got them to put the diffuser or the actual reflector back on them, and then all of a sudden we get this quality of light with no Photoshop. No reflector with, check that out, look at the catch lights in her eyes. No reflector, that's behind the scenes, this is the shot. No reflector with, if you want full length or 3/4, just go closer to the hole. Guys, her eyes are over here. There it is, guys, and you know what? It's only $99. You know, no one's going to get rich over this. We've made it very affordable, and they're being manufactured literally as we speak. No one's offering them anywhere in the world right now. They're exclusive to our How to Wow students, as you guys. If you purchase them here, you save $20 off the retail price, well, what it would be, and we ship it to you at our cost. So really, we just want to get it out there. We're not really making much money on it all, if any, but we want to get them out there and get everyone buzzing over this kind of quality of light. So if you want one during the break right now, during the evening as well, please invest. We'd love to get you part of a new style of lighting that's so close to what you've been doing, but yet perhaps so far. The light stand, they're typical light stands as well, guys. So you can buy the light stand anywhere. And if you don't have an assistant, guys, this one here is basically we're creating this. This is the first prototype of the reflector holder. So you can get a reflector holder, you can clamp it in, and the cool thing is the weight's distributed in the middle rather than the side. I was sick of using reflectors that all hang on one side and tip, whereas now I've created one that's in the middle as well. Make sense? So that's basically it, guys. Just overall, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for hanging out. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for playing with me and watching. And I really hope you got a lot out today. Thank you so much, guys.